Big up. Just wanted to share with you a quick demonstration on how to do a dual motor setup. Just going to show you the wiring side of things. You need two motors obviously, and you need two controllers, and you need a battery, you need a throttle too, and you need this connection here. Now I'm going to talk you through the throttle side of things. So we've got our thumb throttle here, and this setup's only running off one throttle. Now I've wired up my throttle to this controller, wire to wire. There ain't no connection, so it's literally wire to wire. Now we use the signal wire. Now this is more or less what makes the build do its thing. Now you got the signal wire here from the throttle end, throttle that I just showed you, and then you got the signal wire from the throttle end from the controller. So as you would on a normal e-bike setup, you would twist your red to your red, your black to your black, and then your signal wire you twist. And this one's white to white. But this blue wire merges onto that connection there. So I've merged this blue wire onto that connection all the way to the signal wire of the other controller here. Now we don't need the black and the red like we've used here. All we need is the signal wire from the other controller, and that is more or less your throttle wiring done for this dual motor setup. We've got the throttle all covered. The motor wires is simple. You just connect your motor wires as you would, your hall plugs as you would, but you just have two sets to do as you have two controllers. So that's done. Now battery side of things, you need a plug like this. It's a bit dirty because I've been doing a bit of riding today, but yeah, never mind about that. This is basically a plug that you would use on a double battery e-bike setup, so a dual battery e-bike setup, but I've got it in the reverse. Now usually your two batteries will come from the two ends here, but I'm having it where the two controllers come from here, and then this goes to the battery because you only have one battery doing this setup, so it's more or less in the reverse. And this is a XT60 more or less parallel battery connection. So yeah, XT60 parallel battery connector.
I got it. What do you want to say? I want to say that
it would be easier if you had it XT60 connections, because these connections here are more accessible to get. But if you do have other connections, like I don't know, if you're doing junction box or whatever, you're gonna have to figure out how to get something like this going with it. Or if you got Anderson plugs, you're gonna have to figure out a way to make a plug like this, or they sell a plug like this in Anderson plugs or whatever other connections. Then yeah, you need something like this. But I've got it in this order because on my controller, my battery plugs or my XT60 plugs are both males, so I had to get the plug with two female ends so they can attach boom boom boom, if you get what I mean. And then yeah, this goes to the battery because my battery connection from the battery is female, so this is why it's male. So I hope that makes sense. Now, as for the LCD side of things, this controller don't have LCD, it just uses a key lock. But more time you can just use the power, use the plus side from your key lock switch and put it on the positive of your battery wire on your controller, and that more or less powers the controller on. But if you have a controller like this that has an LCD and you're trying to do a dual motor like this, you need to use a jumper plug. These usually come with a KT controller, so if you're going to do this and you've got one of these, it's best to just buy a KT controller to add to this setup, so you get this plug with it, and it more or less makes it a whole lot easier to set up. Or you can make this plug. but that's another story. Yeah. Well, to make this plug, you just gotta basically cut an LCD that you probably ain't using or you don't want to use. Make sure there's enough wire to literally connect the red to the blue like I have done here, and then the yellow to the black like what's been done here. The green wire is not needed, that's why it's not here. You can either pull it out or snip it so it's not connected in any way, and then you push your plug in, and that more or less bypass the LCD so it can work with this setup. Now when the LCD is plugged in with this setup the way it is now, only one wheel spins. So it's like the data is not getting read from this, because I don't know if there's not an LCD or because there's a key switch, or I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, but if you was to run this setup with an LCD, you need two controllers that have the LCD connection. You can either plug two LCDs, one in the other one that you would have, and then one in this one obviously.
Regularly when I run.
Or if this one was to have LCD, you plug in your LCD to this and you just leave a jumper plug in this, and that allows you to have one and you can still run both of the wheels. So I hope that makes sense as well, because a lot of people explain about this setup here but they don't explain about the LCD side of things and whatnot, and that can be a little hiccup to this setup here. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you as well.
How did their dog?
Hope this has been as clear as possible. I've tried to explain it to you guys as clear as possible. People have been asking me how to do this setup and whatnot. It's not really hard. It's quite easy. You just gotta have the right things around you, I suppose, and some money and the knowledge too. But yeah, big up the subscribers as well, big up the people that's been tuning in and just watching, even if you just flick through my vids or my shorts, like, big up. And yeah, more vids to come. Hope this has helped. Peace.